Please greet your neighbors.
Can we please have a moment of silence?
Can we please stand for the flag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we're going to do the birthdays. Enzo de Oliveira, Levi Cochin, Lacan Bowen, Elena de Betancourt.
Annie Combra, Jessica Arruda, Dylan Kroll, Shaylin Smith.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we can party too. Hey!
As you know, Monday is a holiday so we can celebrate the life of Martin Luther King Jr. and what he did to make this country a better place today. A man who was selfless and a role model that we should all look up to. Martin Luther King Jr. was a Black Lives Matter leader before we even heard the term Black Lives Matter. In the 1950s and 60s, racism still existed and people were fed up. Black lives were treated differently in unkind ways. They didn't get to go to the same school or use the same water fountain as white people. People needed and wanted change because they knew that it was wrong. That's when Martin Luther King came in and led the change. More and more people followed his words and started to protest for a better world for black people. As the protesting kept happening, more and more white people joined the cause. As time went on, good change happened, and now you can go to the same school and drink out of the same water fountain. But sadly, racial injustice still happens today, as in black lives are in danger. We need to find the Martin Luther King in all of us. Be kind and take care of your community and neighbors.
Quick summary of early life. On January 15, 1929, Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia. His father was a Baptist minister and his mother was a teacher. He was born in his grandparents' large Victorian home on Auburn Avenue. He was the second of 3 children. He was named Michael after his father, but they both changed their names when he was still a young boy. He lived with his parents, grandparents, and 2 siblings. Him and his siblings were taught piano by their mom. Martin made money by being a paperboy, and when he grew older, he wanted to be a firefighter. Martin was described as an ordinary boy. Quick facts. In 1955, he helped organize the first major protest of the African American Civil Rights Movement. If MLK was alive today, he'd be exactly 91 years old, 11 months, and 7 days. His children were named Yolanda, Dexter Scott, and Bernice King. His most famous speech was I Have a Dream, where 250,000 people attended. In his later life, he became a Baptist minister and social activist. He led the African American Civil Rights Movement in the USA from the mid-1950s until his assassination in 1968. His top 2 things were his impact. He set an amazing impact on BLM and other black rights. In his speeches, he shared a lot of love with everyone, and his peaceful protests set a good stand for non-riot protests.
Black Lives Matter is important because everyone should get treated equally. No one should be killed because of what they look like. People get hurt and misjudged for their skin. That's just crazy. Lots of people think that BLM means that Black Lives matter more than any life, which isn't what it is. BLM is making every life equal, but Black lives are in danger right now. If we don't do anything, then no one's life is equal, because Black lives are being hurt and mistreated every day. We aren't saying they matter more than anyone else's, and we aren't saying other people aren't being misjudged, but Black lives are in the most danger, so we will help other people.
Martin Luther King is a reminder that we all deserve to be treated equally. If we start with our similarities, we will allow ourselves to learn from our differences, rather than let them drive us apart.
We all walk on the same ground.
We all need food and water to survive.
We all breathe the same air.
We all need sleep to stay healthy.
We are all
made with the most beautiful skin color.
We all bleed red.
We all live on the same planet. We all use language to communicate. Todo mundo usa a língua para falar.
We are all people. It's that simple.
2020 has been a year like no other.
The positives of 2020, according to a life of a sixth grader, are sleeping in, going to school in our pajamas, extra snuggle time with our pets, eating all day while on Zoom, not being on a schedule, playing endless amounts of video games, hour-long lunch on school days, less carbon emissions into the world. The planet thanked us slowing down. The world stopped for a moment and we all got to catch our breath.
What I like about 2020 is that I got a new piano.
The good of 2020. This 2020 was rough, but one thing I enjoyed was getting to realize how important my friends are and how I need to spend more time with them when I can.
I realized about 2020 is that I want to keep going to school in person forever.
The best part of 2020 was all the extra snuggle time with my family.
What I liked about 2020 is I loved my friends and family.
In 2020, I liked my friends. In 2020, I disliked coronavirus.
Introducing Mr. Wyland.